Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be making those envelope triple flip out things that I mentioned in my last video. So I've got my 3 envelopes. You could make it with any envelopes as long as they're the same size. It's just that I like this size because it's just a nice size to go in a belly band. But if you wanted to make it smaller and it will tuck in a pocket, as I showed you, they can be quite thin, so they don't really need to take up a lot of bulk in your journal. So the first thing I'm going to do is to attach them all together, which is quite straightforward. You just line them up and stick them together like that. So that's where I'm going to start, and then we'll just cover them. So just want to double check my prototype just to make sure I'm getting this right, because you don't use the envelopes as envelopes. We don't have any pockets or anything like that. It's just as basically as a base to make this flip out idea. I was just checking that I hadn't left any pockets open or anything like that, so I'm just being double cautious, because then we can just stick the paper straight over. We haven't got to worry about keeping this open or anything like that, like we normally would on some of the things that we've made, that I've made as well, that where you want to make pockets out of your envelopes. That's not the case with this one. This one is just a case of covering them. So, excuse me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat today. Right. There we go. Line it up, make sure there's enough room for it to still flip. That's the first one. And then we'll get the second one. I might just turn this bit around so I'm not doing it over that bulky bit at the side. Okay. Put the glue on again, just onto the flap. There we are. Good coating of glue. And then stick that one on. So far so good. These are it's pretty straightforward really. Okay. Now you leave that one open because we want to use that. Whoops. Already we're getting gluey, so I'll just take that one off. Get rid of that. And so we've got our basis. We go like that, and that will wrap around like that. So that's just a little bit. I just have to fold that a little bit because make sure it should be okay. Closes like that. So that needs to be, is that sealed? That seems to be sealed. Oh yes, that's sealed there. Haven't got anything in the way. Yes, goes there. Okay, right, so now we just need to cover it with our papers. Any papers really can be used. It's quite nice to have them a bit coordinated, perhaps to stick with one kit, which is what I'm planning to do. It's a kit I bought last year from Romantica Arts, and I hardly used any of it. So it's called Christmas Shabby Papers, and I printed it all off smaller last year, sort of 2 to a page, but I've now also printed them off in 1 to a page to get them in the bigger size. So I thought I'd just use a big combination. So the picture, so they're the same. It's just what's full size page. That's just a half size really. So I just thought there'd be a combination of different sized images and things like that, because I think it's quite nice because there's quite a lot of journaling space on it, on the papers. So, but some really lovely images as well, usually in the corners. So I'll just quickly just show you them. Let's just put the cap on this. So there's this one with angels on. I found I couldn't do them, they weren't very easy to print full page, like borderless, because when they do that, it's, for some reason my printer will stretch it and you lose the size of the images a bit. So it was fit to page. I had a fit to page ticked and I unticked it, which just brought it in so that it stayed within the page. So you got the whole image, but you ended up with a bit of a white border. So it's not really a problem because I'm going to be cutting it up anyway. And there's this lovely one with Santa. Slightly different colour. This is kind of more of a bluey, minty greeny background, whereas this is a bit more pinky. So there's quite a variety of colour schemes in a way in here. Then there's the little child with a Christmas tree there, which is rather nice. Then there's this one, which is a nice scene. And a lovely one with Santa on it. This is more of a pink background again. And this is again more of a bluey one again with a snowman. So it's quite a variety of images, so I thought it would be quite a nice one to use. So I just not quite sure where to start really, or what to start with. I thought maybe as I should start with this one here. We want it to fold down like that, so the images need to be orientated that way. So let's just choose my first one. I'm just wondering how big the images are on fitting on here. Let's just see, because if the image is too big, I can just use the smaller one, can't I? So we'll see. I do like this one. I'll just tear off the white section at the bottom here. Let's just see if this is going to fit. So if I do it to there, I think it might just work quite nicely. I'm just going to take it just under that line, in between those two lines. It's quite nice having the lines on there because you can make sure your ruler's straight then if you line it up with what's there already. So hopefully this will be about right. I think the other one I did really do a lot of collaging on it, which is nice to do, but it takes quite a bit of time. I'll do it the other way around. And I think because these have got nice images and that sort of bit of blank space, I'm not sure that I need to do a lot of collaging, especially on this side where I'm actually going to want some blank space for the photographs or the journaling I'm going to do. Is that going to fit? I think it is just about. Let's just tear off the other side. Okay, let's see if she's going to go on there nicely. I think she is. Yeah, lovely. I do like her, she's nice. So she'll be like the first person you see as you open it up. In a way, except that we're going to be photographs, so she's just going to be background in a way. But anyway, I do like that. Let's just do a bit of inking around the edge, and then I'll also ink around the edge of each of the envelopes as well. Just gives it that nice finish. Just defines it really a little bit, gives it a little definition around the edges, and I just quite like the look of it. Especially on these paler pages where you know, just it disappears into the edge of the envelope otherwise, doesn't it? All right, okay, let's get my glue book. You can always do an extra little bit of decoration on there as well if you want to, just a little. I might do a little something down the edge just to make it look a little bit more, just a little bit more decorated. I think the key is not to do anything bulky, because once it's folded up you don't want it all bulging out and not really folding up properly. Oops. Okay. And I've tried to find whose idea this was originally, or where I saw it. It may not have been their own idea. I don't know. It certainly isn't my original idea. I definitely saw it on YouTube, but because it was so long ago, I'm afraid I don't remember. It was likely to have been either somebody like Pam at the Paper Outpost. Gail did something similar, and it could have been one of hers. I've done another envelope flip down thing that she made, but it's slightly different to this because she actually used the pockets, and I have made those as well. But this particular idea where you actually cover it all and do the little slot, don't think that was hers, but I could be wrong. It could have been Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. She has some interesting ideas, uses envelopes and things a lot. So I have no idea. But this is my version. Probably by now it's probably different to the original anyway, because we all do that, don't we? Add our own little additions to things that we've seen when we do it our own way. So then the next page, so what I'd quite like is to have something on this side and then something on this side, although these ones tend to all have their images on the right hand side, which means I may just move things around a bit in order just to get a little bit of variation in where the images go. So just wondering about this. This is quite nice, and then you get this bit of Christmas greetings at the top, don't you? It just, yeah, maybe that's a good one. Or this one. No, I don't want that image on the right again, do I? No, I think I quite like this. And there's this one as well, sorry. Just trying it out. There's that. Then you end up losing all your merry. Not that that's important particularly. I don't see how I'd squeeze that on anyway, really. There's that one. Or there's this one, which has got the little angel. Or this one with the flowers. No, I don't particularly find them particularly Christmassy, so I think I'll go with this. Whoop! I think I'll go with this one. I quite like that. Okay, so I might just mark where I want to tear it with my pencil. And just try and lay it flat. Alright, And where's my pencil? So I've got that piece up to there. And just mark that there, I think. And then I've got a nice little piece that I can use elsewhere as a decoration as well. There we are. Put that there. Is that going to fit? Just want to make sure that the don't want to impinge my hinge. Well, that doesn't look very straight there now, does it? I'll just have to trim that a little bit. It's no good trying to do it with my ruler because it's only a tiny bit and I'll mess it up and make it worse. I just need to straighten it up a little bit with my scissors. See if that's any better, because the top has got to be straight because that's how it's, that's the edge of the paper anyway. So it's this bit that's not quite right, so I need to just do it a little bit more. Maybe I'll just use my trimmer. That'll make sure it's straight then, won't it? It only needs to be a little tiny sliver. Gosh, it really isn't very, mind you, it's maybe that my tearing at the side's not that straight. So if I line this edge up, then I'll know at least I'm getting a straight cut. Doesn't need to be much. Let's have a look. If you can see that. Yeah, I think they're there, more or less. Seems to have shrunk a bit on the side, but never mind. Once we've inked it, it won't matter. Okay. Another glorious day today. Wonder how it is where you are. Seems to be lots of variety of weathers going on around at this time of year. Some people are getting snow. We've actually got autumn sunshine, which is lovely. Mid-November sunshine. It's the best sort of autumn weather, really. Although it's actually very mild. It's not as crisp as you might expect it to be at this time of year. It's actually quite nice when it's crisp and got a bit of a nip in the air. But it's really quite mild. Right, there we are. Put this one down. Oh, I haven't inked it, have I? Too late now. I'll have to ink it after. That's annoying. But never mind. So busy trying to get it cut straight. Forgot about the inking. Having said it looks better with the inking, which it does. Let's see if I can. Let's just wipe my fingers. Let's do a little bit of inking now. Just along the edge, really. I should want to edge the ink of ink the edge of the envelope as well, so I might as well just do it all in one go, huh? And the other side. seem to have got a bit of glitter on my ink pad. I don't know how that got there. Actually, I do have glitter a bit all over my desk, because when I was doing a load of punching, I had some gold glitter card that was from a Christmas card that I just kept because I thought that could be useful. And I was punching a load of gold glittery Christmas trees, which I hope to use in my journal. But they do leave glitter everywhere when you're doing things like that. Any more dodgy edges? Oh yeah. Oh yes, here's another one. How are we doing down here? Seems to be alright. I'll check all the edges after anyway, see if there's any that haven't quite caught. So I've got that one, I've got that one, and now I need to do the third one. So actually, although I have still got an image kind of on that side, I really need to have an image on this, right in this corner now, don't I? And I want to go back to more of a pinky neutrally colour. She's rather nice. I think the problem is with some of these images that they face that way, so putting them on that looks like they're walking off the page, doesn't it? So poor old Santa's not going to be able to go there. Now that takes up too much of the takes up almost the whole envelope. I might use that on the back, where I won't be perhaps using. That'd be quite nice on the back of here. So I've got my angel. I think we're going to need to do a little bit of collaging on this piece. Just trying to decide which image works best. Where's the little, oh yeah, this one. Maybe she'll go in there. Right, let's just trim her down a little bit. Okay. And I'll just cut across there. And just trim off the excess. Although it might not be a problem because I'm probably going to overlap it a bit when I collage. So what shall we do? Shall we just have her there with her little dog? I have to cut off a little bit of the dog. Otherwise I'll end up with no space to put anything. He's still there, just about. Alright, so I use that, put her there. And that can work. Maybe I need to do a little bit of it might look better if I don't do just too blocky a piece. If you see what I mean, rather than just two halves, I might just make it properly collagey on this piece. I might actually, nope, I'm not going to chance it. I'm going to use my other tear ruler. Let me give her a little jaggedy edge and then I can put her over the top. I don't think it looks right if she's tucked underneath. I think she needs to be on top. Right, so a little piece down there, tuck her over the top, and then I have a little something extra here. Oh, yeah, I could have maybe a little bit of some floral. Along here. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay. Oh, I think that might work. Like that, once it's all stuck down, I think, I hope. That's a little pale. I think I'd almost rather it was the same colour. I wonder if this would look better. It's not really a collage, is it? Maybe. I'm sorry, I may have to get rid of the dog. Just want that one afterwards. So, need something across here now, don't I? Don't know. Don't know if I quite. Not sure this is quite working for me. Oh, somebody's getting wet on the edge. I've been touching my little wipe. So. The others went so well, but just because I have to have an image on the on the other side. It's making my life difficult for myself, but if it doesn't look right, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't work for me. I don't feel it looks right. So I've got that there. I could put that across there. You can then go there. That could go. Oh no, then I've got my lines the wrong way, haven't I? But I might just put that there. Oops, I lose my Christmas. Okay, so I've got that. That, and then I just need a piece in the middle, which I'm going to go there, like that, like that. And something in the middle. Something in the middle. Let's have a look at my little pieces. It's no good if it looks like it lines up, then it doesn't make any sense then, does it? Maybe I just need something completely contrasting. Let's tear this a little bit. Stick that in there. Okay, that's got to go in there, isn't it? So just got in the right mess now, haven't I? There we are. I'll just tear that one off there. So that goes there. Goes here. Goes there. And that can just pop in there. I think that'll be okay. Right, let's just get it stuck down now. Enough faffing about. I mean, a lot of this is going to get covered up when I use it, so, but it's nice to just have a little bit of balance along the, as far as images go. I didn't want images just all down the side, as I probably explained already. So we got there. Okay. Move everything out of the way a little bit. So, let's get rid of that bit. There's nothing really exciting happened since my last video, because that was yesterday. and there's been nothing new happened since then, so really haven't got a lot to chat about really. Is that the right way around? Oh, end up with some. I need to have it right up to the edge, don't I? So I may have to do a bit of a trim up. Just need to trim that off. I didn't realise it wasn't straight across that along that side. Scissors. These will do. Before that sticks down. Ooh. That's okay. Just about caught it before it irrevocably stuck down. Yeah. Okay, so now I've got to put this piece on next, I think. It's all about getting them in the right order, isn't it? Right. And remembering to ink. Don't know if there's any point in inking the edge, but you're never quite sure which bits are going to show and which bits are not. So I'll just ink everything to be on the safe side. Okay. There we are. That piece there. Now I'm hoping that little gap was going to be filled. I think it is. Now I'm going to put that underneath and that on top. Possibly. Let's have a look. Would that look better like that? I think it would. So just put this piece on next. And oh, this is all getting gluey again. That piece next, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Make sure it covers. Goes there, and that goes. Yep, I think that'd be okay. And then that goes there. Good. All gaps covered. Okay, and let's get rid of that bit. And there we go. Ooh, is it gluey? Yes, it is. I just thought for a moment I hadn't put any glue on that corner. We want that to line up really, don't we? Line up there. Okay. That's all on. Just make sure And then finally my little girl. Let's get rid of this piece of torn off paper. Yeah. Hard to get rid of things because they just stick to your fingers. Right, stick her on. And then we'll do the back. You never know, there's a chance this might be just a single video. You know me, I'll find a way to make it make it take longer than it should. Okay. There we are. So that's one side. Now then you have to think about when you're folding it up how you want it to look. So I'm going to fold it like that and fold it like that. So you still want everything to be orientated this way. So I think I will try and find I think I want to put this on. So that's going to be the one, that's going to be the sort of the front. So I think that one has got to be good old Santa. So I think on the very back one, just have to make sure this, I have to slightly refold this so that it goes around the once it gets a little thicker. Yeah, I think the back one is going to be this one. So I'm just trying to work out how. Let's do it one at a time. About Mr. Snowman. So he's not looking in really strongly in any particular direction, so I think we could move him away from the right hand side as well a little bit. Right, so I could put him over here, and what I was wondering, there's Santa. I want him for the next page. Ah, here it is. I've got this one, which is the same image, but it's come out slightly different colours, come out more greeny, and this is more blue. But I thought I might put him, like a tiny version of him, up in the other corner. See if we can do that, if I can manage to tear around him. I could put him up here, couldn't I? I'm just going to tear off a little bit more at the bottom. I want my straight ruler. It is hiding in plain sight. Come on. Keep slipping, I haven't got it on the table properly. Right, so if I was to put him there, and a little diddly one up the top, I still need to give him a bit of something behind him, don't I? Might actually put the tiny, oh no, not that one. A very tiny Merry Christmas up in that corner might work. So if I was to put that there, just tear it a bit at the bottom, a little bit long. Maybe I'll risk it and just cut it across the top, across the bottom. Right, let's try that. Okay, not awfully straight, of course. Just try and straighten it up a fraction. I do. And then, oops. Let's try and put him there. And then the rest of it, I'll use this paper to cover the rest, I think. And there's a nice handy line just there, so I think I'll tear across that. Right, so put that there. He goes up at the top. No, he doesn't. So I think I'll just need to tear around so I don't make it overly bulky. Let's hope that that's enough to clear where Mr. Snowman is. Let's give that a try. I know the colours are not quite matching, but they're tonal. That's the idea, I think. Okay, so I've got that and that. I'll just tidy this up here. Okay, so if I put that there, No, that's not quite straight, is it? Okay, bring in the trimmer again. Just to tidy it up. Alright, so it goes there and there. And there. And he's on there. I think that will be okay. Right. Ink and stick. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Okay, I'm really sorry about that. I had to stop filming very suddenly because I got a phone call through on my phone from my sister, who's retiring today. So I sent her a message, so she just wanted to ring for a chat, which was lovely. I think I've got about 10 minutes, roughly 10 minutes left. I've completely lost track of the time. I think I was about 10 minutes away. So enough time to perhaps get most of this finished. So let's just crack on and get this done. Everything's covered in glue. Ugh, this is horrible. Get rid of that. Okay, so where was I? I was there, and I was there. I was going to do this one first, wasn't I? Was I inking? I think I was inking. Don't even know what I was doing. It's just unexpected call. Yeah. So, yeah, we're just talking about her retirement plans and the celebration that she had over the over the internet with her work colleagues, as I had when I retired. All these Zoom retirement dues, or I think hers was over Teams. She'd been working in the same people or the same organisation for over 40 years, so that's quite a big change. But she and her husband both actually retiring today, and they're both embracing it. Is this the right? Hang on, is this on the right thing? Am I on the right page? I think I am. Hang on. I've lost track of what I'm doing. Oh, and it's stuck. Yes, sorry, I just lost faith there for a moment that I was in the right place. Okay, let's stick this, whoops, stick it down. Get my card. Now, does that go on next? I think it might do. Yep. Okay. Yes, she was supposed to be coming over to have lunch with me a couple of weeks' time. Because she could do that now that she's retired. Come over during the week and we're going to have lunch and a bit of a catch up. But of course now we're in lockdown. That's not possible. Because she doesn't live that close. She lives about an hour's drive now. Yeah, about a good hour's drive away. So we don't see each other that often. So that would have been quite a nice thing to do. Not that an hour's very far. It's just we both have busy lives, I suppose, and don't get around to visiting each other very often. I think that'd be all right. Right, so I think probably I'll just finish this page, and then I will go into a second video, just finish it off, because this is not going to get done completely in the hour, which I didn't I didn't really think I ever would manage, but it has, I'm not far off, because I've still got to do the little, got to do my flap. Haven't done that yet, so that's the other bit to do. It's not lying flat. Let me just, where's my card gone? Lifting? Yes, it is. Just needs a little bit more glue on the corner. And let's just put the snowman in place. I've got a big glob of glue there. Yeah. It's got very soft, and it's just coming off in big lumps. Right. Oh, I didn't ink, did I? Ugh. Let's see if I can get around it. Without without gluing up my little ink pad. Ugh. It's horrible. Alright. Just dig him down. There we are. Is this it? Yeah. Okay, and let's see if my little mini snowman is around somewhere. Has he disappeared? That wouldn't surprise me. Here he is. Now, how's he going to look? If I look up, oh there. I think I might just put him right up to the edge. Okay, let's just ink him up as well. That'll be right. And there we are. Glue. Look at that lumpy bits of glue. I'm just going to wipe it, get rid of some of these big lumps. Yeah. Put it up there. There we are. There's just ink along here and along the side. I'll do the same at the top, I think. Just ink all the joins, all the folds. It just ties it all together. It just makes it more unified and more of a single piece if you ink all the edges. So let's go go along here. Have we done everywhere else? Have we done this one? Don't think so. All right, so far we have we have this one and that one, Peaceful Christmas, Mr. Snowman. So the next one is going to be, so I've just got these two to cover and the flap. So I will do those in the next video. Put that up, and that's going to be there. So that's going to be, it's going to be this one. Santa's going to go on here, I think. I love that picture. Okay, so I'll do that in the next video, in part 2. Thank you for joining me, and bye for now.